Do you remember 14-year-old Giovanni Cristoff from Miami, Florida? You know, the one who won my IMDb giveaway earlier this year? Well, having 0 credits to his name, he had an agent bidding war after using Agentblasters as well as secured a manager. And just weeks ago, he wrapped a Bratz TV show where he plays a series regular. In this interview, I get all the tea on how he made his dream a reality and how his parents helped him to do that. So if you're a mom or if you're a kid who's trying to get into the industry, this is the interview for you. I'm Kristen Henry King. Let's get after it. Hello, Giovanni Cristoff.
Here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Mom.
I don't look fabulous today.
Yeah. Fabulous. Oh, and sister. Oh, everybody's joining us. Okay, so, oh my goodness, it's been a whirlwind for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of amazing because I literally just finished doing this whole series called The Dark Side of Hollywood. And so I love that we are starting this new chapter of seeing that it can be done. And the reason I think it's so awesome is that it seemingly looks like you had success overnight. Is that true?
Well, I guess 1 year is overnight. Nah, I'm joking. Yeah. But I mean, it just happened really, really fast. It was just this happened. Sometimes my mom will get some news and she will go like this. And I'll be like, Mom, what happened? And she's like, okay. My dad's asking, hey, hon, I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, okay. She's just having millions of thoughts. Mia, can I have milk? Yeah, okay. She's my drill sergeant. If I don't get something together, she's like, go.
I know. It's so cute. I love that your mom is so in your life. And I think that that's also really important for this show is because I know there's a lot of moms out there who also want their kids to be in the industry, but don't know where to start because your mom's not in the industry, right? She just took on the hat of being your manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now when I gave you your prize for IMDb, had you had any credits yet?
I mean, yeah, some music videos and stuff, but they weren't actually acting. I was just dancing and being me.
Right.
Yeah.
So but no official IMDb credits.
No.
Then you put your IMDb up, and then what happened? You got to explain this because you live in Florida.
Yeah. So, I got the agents out in California. There was a huge agent blaster that we did. And
you did Agentblasters, the other video that I did. Oh, awesome! So it worked for you. She's
the mastermind behind all of it, and then all these agents fighting over me, and then I'm like, what's even going on? My mom comes back from work Gio, telling me all this news and stuff, and I'm just geez, I gotta start picking up the pace, and I'm doing the work, So when I got the IMBD, I'm stuff is really starting to happen because I also do online school, and I want all my friends to look at me as not this actor celebrity. Oh my gosh, Gio. No, just I want them to see me as Gio, and that's it. And I mean, if I tell them all this stuff, they're gonna look at me different. They're gonna start bringing these conversations of, oh, I see you doing this. I see you doing this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, but let's talk about this. And it's just once I'm there, I mean, there's no hiding it,
Yeah. Okay. So you did Agentblasters.
Yeah.
Got an agent and have a bidding war for you. Oh, that is the dream.
Yeah.
And what made
two agents?
Two agents. Wow. Yeah. And so what made a manager? Wow. Yeah. Awesome. So you have a whole team.
Yeah.
Also, your uncle who nominated you to be put into the contest for IMDb, he's also been kind of your mentor.
Yeah. Gino, Gino Montesinos, man. He's like Gio. If you want to be in the business, you have to look nice. First of all, you know, I go to the YMCA. I do my thing. I eat my greens, and then he put me on this thing, the AFI top 100 movies, and he's taught me all these skills that I enhance, getting into the character and stuff. But then I really understood, because when I was little, I was just like, oh my gosh, when you're an actor, you could have all these cars, you could have some money. When I was little, and then of course you mature.
Yeah.
But then I saw the art of filmmaking when I saw the AFI. I was watching Streetcar Named Desire, The Godfather.
Wait, I'm sorry. How old are you again?
14.
14.
Yeah.
And you're watching The Godfather.
Yeah. That's my number one movie of all time. Every time I think about it, it just makes me get emotional.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And that's so awesome, because I think there's this idea that, I am definitely one of those people where I'm like, okay, like there's 10,000 hours or 10 years and you'll make it. And, I'm on decade 2 and here you are, and you completely defy that logic. But then again, you've been creating for probably 10,000 hours because you were making all these videos and things like that. Yeah. But there was something that clicked with you where, as a kid, and I don't even want to call you a kid, a young man, like you made the decision that this is what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
it's weird. The number 14 is like, I hear Leonardo DiCaprio or like a lot of these guys, 14 is like the age where like, I know what I'm going to do. It's weird.
Wow. Yeah. And now, did you have to get your mother on board, or she just kind of followed you along?
Well, I was like, hey, Mom, I want to do this. And then she was like, all right, let's go. So that's how it went.
And did your mom have another job, or she gave up her job, or?
Well, she had like balanced things out, really. And then, over here in Miami, there was just not work at all. So my mom is like, if there's something blocking us, we're going around, and you need someone like that. Because if you're just like, okay, all right.
Wow, you're so lucky.
Oh yeah, I like woke up this morning and I'm like, I'm doing an interview with Kristen King. I watch your videos and I'm like, wow, she really knows her stuff.
Oh, that's so sweet. Pretty soon you're going to be like, I'm doing an interview with Ellen on the Ellen DeGeneres show, with Oprah, with David Letterman.
That's right.
So I feel honored that I'm one of your first interviews. I'm so glad. So, okay, let's get back on the topic of how you got your role. Now, I know we're not allowed to talk about it, but we know it's for Bratz TV, which is like a network, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's a series regular?
Yeah. It's a series regular, yeah.
Wow. Now, this is your first ever television gig ever, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And your mom, I understand that your mom literally, like your agent was like, so can you have him come for pilot season? And then your mom was like, sure. And she drove across many states, the United States, all the way to LA. And she stayed there, and you auditioned for how many shows while you were there?
Those self tapes. Those self tapes. We were over there and doing self tapes. And then
that was summer 2021 that just passed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So this now, this is how it went. I was playing video games, and then like I told you, she was right on her computer, and she was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And she was just on her phone. Yeah, okay. And then she was like, she couldn't believe it at first. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, Mom, what happened? What happened? She's like, nothing. I'm like, I thought like some crazy video on Facebook of like an alligator or something. And then no, and with her, she's the mastermind of booking flights.
Wow.
Like she just makes it happen. Like
wow.
we booked the flight, went the next day. She got me the job. She went on by herself, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do this just for practice. Just like, and the ones that you don't care about are just. And 24 hours later, we got the call, and I'm like, just like,
Mom, you better show your face. I hear you whispering in his ear.
I don't look fabulous.
Oh my goodness.
Real quick, it was just a practice. I got from Casting Frontier a notification that he will match for this, right? Yeah. So I saw it came with sides, and I was like, oh, Brad TV, pretty cool. I would like you to be on that. Let's just everything. Practice. And we did it, and 24 hours later, they hired him. I had to call the agents and everybody, and I'm like,
the agent didn't even get it for you? You got it yourself?
His first 2 roles, I got him. I got him the movie, which is his premiere tomorrow, Finding Love in San Antonio, which was practice.
Yeah.
And then this one, and then we kind of lied and said we lived in LA.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're like, finally, they called us Friday. By Monday, our agent, we called her up, our manager, can you negotiate this? And she did. And then they're like, okay, you have to be on set tomorrow. I had a complete heart attack. We found a rapid COVID test, jumped on the plane the next morning, and we were at set by 2:00 in his fitting. They fell in love with his look. He went from 4 episodes to 7.
Okay, well, how can you not?
You know the whole story better than me.
Oh, I love it. He's such a mama's boy. He's so nice.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so basically, I'm so glad you said that, because I really think that people think that as soon as you get an agent, the work is done. And it's just not true. And you're really lucky that you have a mom who's like submitting for you and things like that.
Money talks.
Money talks. Money talks.
I love your mom.
Yeah. I would not be here if it wasn't because of her, the IMBD that you gave me, and Gino and my agents, and I'm so lucky to have this team. Yeah. And there's kids that have dreams that they want to fulfill, but they can't because so I'm just speechless.
Now that you're in this place, what are you gonna do when people start recognizing you on the street?
Man, I'm gonna have to buy a wig, probably get a mustache. Nah. I mean, just this.
Oh, the sparkly one, right?
Yeah. I've heard some celebrities, they're like kind of happy with this mask thing because they could just be in public and no one notices. No. I mean, it's something to get used to, but then I have to get, a bodyguard, I guess. That's probably gonna be my dad and my little sister. You have this role that you're playing this character. I know you can't talk about it. So what do you want for your future? Like where do you see yourself in 5 years? Atlanta or LA? That's where I see myself. One of those places. And I see myself being on some type of show or some type of movie that because all I'm doing this for is to express the art of how humans work, Mm-hmm. When I was little, all this money thing, no. Like money, of course, is a great bonus. Yeah. But it's just when I watched these AFI movies, these beautiful stories, I'm like, I want to tell those stories as well. My own stories. And, honestly, when I got Brad TV and then I keep going on and on and on, in 5 years, man, I'm going to tell some beautiful stuff. Yeah, you are. Like I want to tell tragedies, rise and falls, histories. And in 5 years and plus, I'm gonna tell a lot of stories like Pacino, like De Niro, like Brando, and I look up to them. They're my icons. I want to be just like them.
Yes.
And in 5 years, you're gonna see them on the screen.
I believe it. I mean, I knew it when I gave you the IMDb stuff. Like, I was like, this kid deserves this. Like, you for sure. Like, I saw it because it reminded me a lot when I was a kid, and I used to just create stuff and, love my parents to death, but they're both they're corporate. They couldn't just like stop what they're doing. Like, the world is a very different place than it was when I was young. And but the one thing that they were able to give me was the opportunity to get voice lessons, get acting classes, let me go to New York, let me do my thing. Awesome. But the fact that you were able to start at such a young age, and just because I truly believe that one knows what they want to be at a very young age. And there's like a course that gets put on a person that, there's this idea of like, this is what success is. And it's not necessarily the happy route, but it can be the successful route, meaning that you'll have money, but you won't have happiness. You can't create. And it just blows my mind how you talk about the reason why you want to be an actor is to tell stories. Like, that's just so mature. I'm just blown away by that. So well done.
Thank you. I want them to leave their 2 hour or their 3 hour, their 1 hour movie and be like, when I watched The Godfather, my entire life just changed. I looked at the mob differently. I looked at the art of filmmaking differently. That's what I want to do to other people, to tell those little kids, listen, I know you want to be comfortable and do it old school and college. And of course I'm gonna do those things, but it's like, we only live here once. Do what drives you, do what you love.
Yeah, that's true, because you'll never want to quit.
Yeah, of course.
You'll never want to retire. You'll always want to keep working. And
exactly.
It's great. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for joining us. Is there any place where people can find you? Like, follow?
Yeah. So on my Instagram, Giovanni Cristoff. On YouTube, Gio's World, all caps, GIOS World. Is where I do all my silly stuff, films and skits. I also forgot to mention on my my rapper name is Gio Cuts, GIO Cuts, with a Z at the end, just for extra swagger. And so you can find me on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Gio Cuts. Yeah.
Gio Cuts. Awesome.
Good luck to everybody else watching. Follow your dreams. And just do it.
Okay, I'm going to have you back on my show. And you'll probably have more followers than me by that time. But still.
Yeah, that's right. Is it okay if I do a little freestyle?
Yes, please do.
Yeah. Listen, her name is Kristen King. I'm in the ring. And listen up. Yes, she is the king, and she be shining, and we be grinding, because we is acting and rapping and dancing. We do whatever we want. I am BD. And what's my name? Don't forget it, Giovanni.
Nah.
That was a little something. That was just a little something.
I love it. Okay, well, next time I should beatbox with you.
Got it.
Hey, have a good night. And thanks again for introducing me to your entire family and walking me through your journey.
Thanks so much for the interview. Bye.